are you doing? This is Marlene Motivates. I thought I'd pop on just for a few minutes before I do my, nighttime routine and relax and all of those things. But something was just pulling me that I needed to come and to give this encouragement. Today's live stream and podcast is about we all need encouragement and support. And I can say for me in the past week or so, I know that I wouldn't be able to get through in my life if it wasn't for those people who have been supporting me and encouraging me through it all. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy Sunday. I know that if it was not for supportive friends, supportive loved ones, even people that I don't know that have been pouring into me so much love and so much support, I don't know what I would do. So I wanted to come in to give some encouragement and to support to maybe somebody who does not have a support system like I do. One thing about life is that you find out who really cares about you. You find out who really is on your side and who is supporting you and encouraging you through it all. You find out. It doesn't take a long period of time to find out who are the people that really care about you, who are the people that really are pouring into you, and the ones that, you can really depend on, because we can't depend on everybody in our life. Everybody is not a person that you can trust and lean on them and their support. Unfortunately, that's just not the way that it works. And that's one of the things that I wanted to say to everybody is that, regardless of whatever it is that you're going through at this present moment, regardless of your situation, regardless of everything, I want you all to know that through everything, through everything in life, you will find your true friends. You will find love. You're going to find romantic love. You will find the friend that you need. You will find everything that you need and that you desire. If you open up your eyes, if you open up your heart, you will find those said people. One of the things that I had to learn is that you cannot look for friends in the people that you expect to be your friend. It has to be from the right sources, because if you really pay attention to people's actions, if you really pay attention to how a person talks to you, you will find out if that is your person, or those are your people, or those people actually love and care about you. You will know. It always is shown by a person's actions. Okay. So don't worry about who is not there. We have to shift our mindset, motivators family, and to not think about what a person is saying, but put our focus on what a person is doing. Hey, Miss Eunice, how are you doing? Welcome. And you have to activate that. Activate that on the inside of yourself. Yes, happy Sunday to everybody. I hope all my motivators family are doing well. For me, I'm taking things one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, just trusting the process and just doing my best. And I wanted to come on this Sunday and just give the same support, the same encouragement that I have been given. I want to pay it forward. I want to give it to all of my motivators family, and to let you all know that if you don't have people in your life being supportive of you, you really need to pay attention and watch that, and just stop letting it be like a blind eye, like excusing poor behaviors. One thing we have to learn, motivators family, about who we can lean on and who we can trust. It should not always be us giving all the support, us doing all the leaning, us doing the heavy lifting and all of those things. It can't always be us. It's not supposed to always be you. Just as you give love, you deserve to receive love. Just as you give support, you deserve to get supported. Just as you give respect, you deserve to get respect back. See, one thing about this life is there's so much people who are looking for respect. They're looking for your time. They're looking for your money. They're looking to use your body. They're looking to get you to do something for them. But when it comes to them paying it forward and giving you support, there is none. So that's one of the things that I wanted to come and to really empower the minds, the heart, and the spirit of everybody, is that when people do not show up for you, when people do not listen to you, when people do not freely give of their time and their energy and their effort, their resources for you like you do, what are you doing? Why are you allowing it? And that is something that I had to, in recent past weeks and months and years of my life, as I am healing, I am growing, I am learning about myself. The Spirit has been telling me, stop wasting your time on people who would not give you the same energy, the same time. They wouldn't give you that money. Do not. Stop. Stop giving to people who do not give to you. Stop pouring into people who do not pour into you. Stop saying those people love you and they're not doing anything that proves the love. See, love is an action word, okay? And if we really, a person really talk about how much they love you, what are they willing to do for you, how you want it? And the idea of most people is they're only willing to give you what they want to give you. They want to give you the fragments, the pieces, the leftovers, or any time that they have left, but they're not giving you the time that you want. Maybe you need somebody right now in that moment, because I have been there so many times where like I have been desperate. And I'm not asking for anything major, but just like you're about to have a meltdown or a breakdown. Hey, Goddess, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. I appreciate you. I have to say this, that there are so many times that I have been like having a meltdown. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, and you're on the brink of about to snap, and you just take your phone out and you make a phone call and you just need somebody to tell you it's gonna be okay. I'm here for you. What can I do for you? And what you get is, why are you calling me right now? Or I'm busy. I don't have the time. Or call back later. Or there's so much excuses out there, right? And that hurts a lot, because when you're a person that you give and you give, and I mean you empty yourself, you bend over backwards for people, you give of everything that you have, your mind sometimes, your mental health gets to be in a bad space. You start getting sick, physically ill, supporting, bending over backwards, listening to people, doing everything for them. And when you are at a point and you need support, crickets. There is nothing. So the lesson that I am giving, what I have been learning recently, is in your downtime, in your dark moments, in the times where you are in need, look around. Look around and look at the people who are actually giving back to you. And stop wasting your time on people who do not have the same time and energy that you give up freely. See, one thing about it is there's one thing about being kind. It's nice to be kind, right? It's a wonderful, loving thing to be kind. It's wonderful to give back. It's wonderful to support. But a supporter deserves to be supported. to be encouraged, even to have gratitude and to say, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much of using your resources. But what do we get most of the time, Motivators family? We get a busy signal, we get attitude, we get negativity, or we get, well, you can afford to do it, or you have the time, or you have nothing better to do. Do you all get attitude? Do you get ungratefulness? Do you get disrespect? Do you get, I'm busy? But when they were in need, were you too busy? No, 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 no. No, 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 you were not busy. See, but it's a learning lesson, you know? It's a lesson, and it's also a blessing, you know? In everything, I turn everything that some people will say something negative, I turn everything into a positive. Because in your problems, in your struggles, in the times where people backstab you and don't support you or are not kind to you, there's a message. There's something for you to learn and grow from this. There's something for us to get. And it's like, we can't check out during those times because it's not what we want or it's not what we like. This is our time, Motivators family, to grow and to learn the lesson and stop letting people take advantage of us. Stop letting people use you. Open up your eyes. And a lot of times, guess what? The people that we're so into and we're talking about how much we love them, they don't love you back. I know that that's hard to hear, Motivators family, and I'm talking to those who are in romantic relationships. I'm talking about relatives. I'm talking about friends, workmates, all of these people who are in our life. And you sacrifice and you do so much for them. Now, at this moment when you are in need, are they giving back to you? See, take notes. See, right now in my period of time where I'm in this season of I need support. And, you know, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but it's a lot of things that I do behind the scenes that I don't show on social media. I do a lot for many people. So now during this time that the people know that, you know, I am in need of things, and it's surprising, it's alarming that the people that you know, and you've extended yourself so much with so much pain, with so much sacrifice to do things for people, bent over backwards when you are absolutely exhausted mentally, physically, spiritually. You're just exhausted, but you still did it for them. You still pushed through because you said they need me, right? But a little small thing like returning a phone call, sending a text message, they're not doing those things for you. So this is the time where I'm taking note. I'm writing it down. I'm making a mental note of who I need to block, who I need to put them on timeout, and who I can understand. Because one thing about it is that I learned as well. I know that people are busy. Yes, happy Sunday to everybody who is in the house. Let's see if I missed some comments here. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed your comments. Odds and Evens is greeting everybody. Miss D says sometimes support comes from strangers instead of those that we see all the time. And that is one of the points I was getting to, DC. You must be reading my mind, like-minded, because that's what I feel as well, that the people that we are expecting to support us in our struggle, in our storm, in our difficulty, in whatever situation that we're in, it's not going to come from them. And that is something that can hinder and block you from your peace and your happiness and getting the support that you deserve. It's not going to be from your sister, auntie, mama, cousin, this person, that person, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. It's not coming from those people. The person who is meant to help you, it may be that therapist. It may be your mentor. It may be an accountability partner. It may be somebody on social media. It may be a support group. It may be just somebody that you meet in day-to-day life, but we have to pay attention and be open to be helped. See, I know, I'm not going to cap, I'm not going to lie about nothing, because God knows everything. There are so many times that I needed help, but I wouldn't, oh no, I don't need help. Like, I would be telling people, oh no, and walk around, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm fine. And I know I wasn't good and fine. So I wanted to say that to somebody who needs to hear this as well, that if you're not okay, that it's okay to not be okay. And I've been saying that to myself in the past week or so. It's okay to shed tears. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be scared because you don't know what's going to happen next. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to reach out and ask for help. It's okay to seek support. So if you look around and the people around you are not the individuals that you can depend on to get support, guess what? Look elsewhere. See, I know that if it was not for my therapist, I know that if it wasn't for people that I didn't even know, some people on social media, if it wasn't for my support group, I know that I wouldn't be able to continue on. Not that I don't appreciate the people in my life that are doing things for me, but I look at the unexpected gifts that we get from individuals that don't even know us, and they're willing to say, hey, what do you need? Can I help you? And the same individuals that you're looking at in your life that know your situation will not do it. And I want to say something for a moment. I'm not making excuses for anybody, but one thing that I want to say is that everybody is going through something. And not all the time it's an excuse. Sometimes the ones that you want to help you, they can't. They're drowning themselves, So, part of it is some people you have to just extend an olive branch. You just have to extend some compassion. You just have to forgive some people because they're dealing with their own skeletons in the closet. They're dealing with their own problems. But if it's something that happens all the time and they never have time for you, or they only have time when it's convenient for them, but when you call or when you need help or when you're seeking something, it's always the last thought. Okay, I'll get to it when I have extra time, right? Real Odds and Evens said, they are nowhere to be found. Tell me about it. Yes. Eunice says, God is always there. Always there. What we need you all the time. We have to reach out to him. Use anything in anyone to help us. We have to be tapped in. Yes, you have to be tapped in. Hey, Stephen, how are you doing? Blessings always. Hey, Realist One, how are you doing? Happy Sunday to everybody. But I did want to say this to everybody, that don't look for certain people. Don't look for people because of a title. Don't say, because this is my mama, this is my sibling, this is my friend, this is this person, this is this person. And we have that expectation sometimes because of a title, because of how long we've known somebody, because of what we've done for other people. We have these expectations for people to do things for us because of what we have done. But guess what? It's only the right people who are going to show up for us. And that is something that I had to learn, and I've been learning more and more recently as I mature, as I heal, as I grow, as I transform into my best self, that not all the people that we want to help us to the next level in our life won't be that person. Like I think it was Eunice says, it may be a stranger. Who said that? Goddess D. She said that it may be a stranger, and that is true. Sometimes it's a stranger. It's a person on the street. It could be sometimes somebody in your local community. Now, I know a lot of people may not like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. Sometimes you need to humble yourself, and if you need to get some food resources, like from a food pantry, if you need to get some EBT food stamps, if you need to go and do something, if you need some aid, that a lot of people kind of look down on those things because they feel like they're begging for it. No, if you are in need of something, don't listen to other people. You are the one that has to take care of your home, especially if you have kids in that home, or you're elderly, you're disabled. Use the resources that you have. That has been a message for my spirit, and that's probably the reason why I went live. I did not plan this. It just spontaneously came into my mind, and I'm obedient. um don't be afraid to use the resources that are available. And a lot of people, like, I know that I was a person that was like, oh, I don't want them to, I don't want what other people think if they see me going into a food pantry, or what will people say if, I don't know if I want to have an EBT card, or I don't know if I want to. Who cares about what other people think? If you are in need, seek the help. And I will say the same thing about a therapist as well. I know a therapist is not for everybody, but I'm telling you that I know a therapist changed my life. If it wasn't for all the heavy things in my life, the dark things in my life, if I didn't humble myself and say, I need help, if I didn't humble myself and say, I need help, I know for sure I wouldn't be here. No game is, I'm not playing, I'm not putting on or nothing. I know that if it wasn't for therapy, I would not be here, because I was in such a dark hole. I don't know about how many of you all have ever been in that dark hole with the deep depression, with you don't even want to get out of bed, you don't even want to do personal care. I don't know who has ever been in that dark, deep space, and it won't break, it won't lift. Ooh. And it's terrible because I don't like to make my mind go back there, but I have to remember what it felt like, and how I felt, and the loneliness, and the anger and the sadness, and you just want some relief from it. You want some relief from that pain. And anybody who's going through a depression, a really hard time, you feel really sad and you feel that you're hopeless, let me tell you something. That is what your mind will tell you, because you're sitting around in your bed thinking about all your problems and feeling that you're the only one going through that. See, I've been there, I've done that, and probably will go back there again, because I'm human. I'm real, and I know that you're real too. We have real-time problems, heavy things, traumatic things. And I'll tell you something, right now in my life, in my family, we're going through a really dark period of time. And one of the best things that has ever happened to me in my life has been therapy. Now, I know that there's lots of other things, and I don't discount any of it, because I use all my resources. I believe that we have these things in connection with our spiritual connection, in connection with friendship, in connection with family, in connection with self-love. There's so many things that is available to help us, and I want to extend an olive branch. I want to tell you guys about real friendship. It starts from within. That real friendship and real love starts with you. Love starts with you. Hi, Angela. How are you doing? And let's see if I missed some comments. Realist says, ego is the closest route to a man or woman's downfall. And it is, Realist. Thank you so much for your comment. And that's why humility is so important. And I can tell you all, when I was in that, like, oh, I don't need nobody to tell me nothing, I know what I want to do. And then, and to a point, everybody, that is true. You know, it's your life and you have to make good decisions for you. But at the same time, when you know you're struggling, when you know you need help, don't be afraid to use the resources. If you need to go to that food pantry, if you need to go see a therapist, if you need to get out and take a break, if you need to take a few days off work, you have to take care of yourself. This life is about fight or flight. See, either you're going to fight for the life that you want, or you're going to listen to other people and it will be your demise. Your downfall will happen if you keep listening to people. People will always tell you, oh, don't do that. Don't go to therapy. Don't get better. Oh, those people will just know your business. All the people who are telling you to not take advantage of the resources that is available are the same people that are messed up. Their life is broken and in pieces. They're very miserable and unhappy. You know, be careful about who you're taking advice from. I had a really great mentor that helped me with that, you know, because I was always so into what other people were saying to me and I was letting it affect me. I was letting their words discourage me. And she told me, she really put me on game when she taught me, why are you giving it so much power? Yes, the words that other people say to us, it hurts. And people say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That's one of the biggest lies out there. Words hurt, and especially words from people we care about and words from people that we love, right? It hurts because we expect more. When people claim they love you, you know, the words just come out of their mouth, it just rips you apart from your heart, just like tear your heart out and stomps on your heart, right? We expect support from people who we support. We expect love from people who we love. We expect these things. And when we don't get it, it's some kind of pain. And I know my Motivators family, I know you all know about that, you know. Hi, Angela. How are you doing? Welcome in. If you guys are new here, don't forget to hit the like. Miss Eunice says, my heart and my prayers go out for you and your family, Marlene. Thank you so much, Eunice. I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate everybody's kind words and all of those things. Hi, Sirius. How are you doing? One day when I'm a little bit stronger, not right now. Not right now. When I digest it, because I'm still in the process of the anger and the shock of it all. But one day I'm going to really get into it and talk about it a little bit for the public, and then an in-depth with my channel members. Hey, Wellness, how are you doing? I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Eunice says, yes, words are powerful. They can hurt or heal. Yes, that's so true. You know, that's so true. Words have such a big impact. It has such a big impact on us, and it also has an impact on the receiver. And that's why I try my best. You know, I'm not perfect, and I know nobody is, but I always try my best to say something that's encouraging. I try my best to say something as positive, and I always try my best to bite my tongue and not say the first thing that comes out my mouth. But there are times where you need to tell people how you feel. You need to tell people when what they are doing is hurting you mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. When the people aren't showing up for you, you need to tell them, and don't sugarcoat it. Hey, I didn't know if you knew, but I need you to show up for me. That is something that I had to learn. I had to grow into that thought, to not expect for people to know what they need, for what you need from them, or they need from you. Those are the things that you do when you are mature. You have to Say it out loud. Communication is the key. Don't expect for people to know what you want and what you need. You have to tell them. It doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. There's a lot of things that you can think you know, but you don't know unless you have a conversation and you talk about it. That's maturity. Thank you so much, Sirius. Steven says, to get out of, well, Steven, one thing about depression is an illness, and I really don't get into that because I'm not a doctor, but there are things that can help with depression, but nothing can take it away. There are some things that we can do. Keep a clean space, walk, and give it to God, helping others. And there's a few other things, but I'm always going to recommend that you speak to a doctor, your physician, because I don't give medical advice over here about depression. But I will say one thing: when it comes to depression, you have to know how you feel. You have to know what you're going through and dealing with. And the first thing is to admit it. I'm not just sad. I'm going through a depression. And it's important to say that out loud and not be afraid of the issues that you are facing. Okay? Just starting there, admitting whatever problem that you're having. And that's one of the things that has been helping me to get lifted up, is speaking it out. Don't be afraid to speak out the things that you're dealing with. I'm in a depression. I'm having sadness. I'm having this issue, this trauma, when this person hurt me, or this person disappointed me, or this person did X, Y, and Z. Do not be afraid to speak out loud what is hurting you. The only way that we can get helped, Motivators family, is to be honest with ourselves. Be honest with thyself. It is the key. After being honest, you have to say, what is it that I can do to help with my depression? What can I do to help? And for me, it was bringing in more light, making sure I'm opening the windows, making sure that I start speaking some positive affirmations over my life. And I want to say that to you all. That was monumental. That was key to my happiness and my peace in my life, until I started saying to myself, it's so important to affirm the love inside of yourself. Do not wait for a partner. Don't wait for a friend. Don't wait for other people to validate the love that you have inside of yourself. And that's something that I did not do my entire life. I had stopped validating myself, or even I should say, I never had validated myself. Let me recant my statement. I had never validated myself. And until you learn to validate yourself and to say things out of your mouth, I am enough. I am my own best friend. I can do all things. This too shall pass. I am in control of what I think about myself and my situation. And I'll tell you, when I start every day, I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to think about what good is happening in my life and start focusing on some positive things. For me, my depression, when I was going through it, I was only focusing on the bad things, my sadness and the pain. And recently, for the situation that me and my whole family is going through with someone that just recently passed away, that was unalived. And it was not that it was any easier, but because I knew I had the tools now, and I knew what to do. See, before therapy, I did not have the tools. I didn't know I should reach out. I didn't know I should lean on a friend. I didn't know, get out. No matter how you're feeling, no matter how sad you feel, get up. Put yourself together. It sounds silly to some people, but when you're really in a dark space, The last thing you want to do is get up and shower and put on clothes. You just want to lay around in the bed crying, feeling sorry for yourself, talking about how everybody hates you and all your problems. It's easy to focus on that. It's so easy to focus on the negatives when that's all you feel, when you're going through it. But you have to shift your mindset, and that's why I always talk about that. Is my love is mindset shifting. It's so important to do mindset shifting and to focus your mind on what you do have. Focus on the positives, that even though you may not have other things that you may want, that you may desire, but think about what you do have. You have the gift of life. You're breathing, you can see, you can hear, you can get up, you can take care of yourself. You know, you may not have a lot of money, but you got a little money and you're able to pay your bills. You have somewhere to live. So I like to focus on those things and really focus on being grateful for that. Not just saying I have this or it's hard for me to get it, because there's a lot of people out there that wish that they had a place to lay their head. So that's where I like to start my day, with that. Thank you for breath and life and everything that has been provided for me. Thank you for the people in my life that pour love into me, sometimes when I'm not a lovable person. I don't know if you guys have ever meditated and really resided in that space in your self solo time. I like to reflect on that people who have loved me when I wasn't the nicest, when I wasn't the kindest, and when I wasn't an easy person to love. So I'm grateful for all of those things. Thank you for your comment, Stephen. Angela says, therapy helped me become a stronger and a healthy person. I learned a lot of coping skills in it. That's awesome, Angela. I'm so happy for you and everybody who chooses to seek some help, because it takes a strong person. Angela says, depression was a gut-wrenching, lethal sadness for me. I am doing everything possible to not go back there. Yes, and we don't want that for you either, Angela. Just know you're not alone. Yes, thank you, Eunice. I appreciate it. Yes, we all got this. I don't doubt it one bit. Yes, that's how I start my day as well. I started my day through prayer and gratitude. I truly do count my blessings, and there's too many. I count my blessings, and there's too many times to even count. Yes. Thank you so much, Stephen. I appreciate it. So I just wanted to, honestly say to anybody who is going through something today, this message today, I really wanted to focus on being encouraging to somebody. And in a world full of negatives, in a world full of just people being so cold, mean, nasty, how about focusing on love today? I think that is a good thought for this Sunday. Focusing on love. Even if you do not have people being loving to you, focus on the love you have for yourself. That's something that is always in season. And if more people learn to love themselves, they would show up and being able to be more loving, more kind to others. Okay? When you love yourself, you can love others. But also remember that kindness has its limits. You can be nice, but you don't have to be taken advantage of. See, that's learning a lesson. That's a life lesson. You have to know yourself, and you have to know when people are taking advantage of you. Don't just be kind, be loving. And because you love yourself, okay, that's enough. I've done enough. I'm not doing any more. Okay? That's a part of loving yourself. Okay? And accepting it for what it is. There's a lot of people that you may know in your life. Okay? You know them, you care for them, but sometimes you have to let people go because they need to grow up. They need to grow up. They need to learn that it's not just about them. They need to care about other people's feelings and what other people are going through. So some people, you have to block them. You have to block them for your mental health. You have to block them for your peace of mind. You have to block them for your joy, for your elevation. You have to block people so that you can have money in your bank account, because there's some people that dealing with them, they will take every single dollar, nickel, penny that you have. I know there's somebody that knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't stop them, they will keep taking and taking and taking money from you and using you until you have nothing left, and then they'll just go on to their next prey, their next victim. So tell them no. No, I don't have anything to give you. And it doesn't mean you're mean. It just means just how you worked hard to get your money. They need to find another solution that's not just you. Okay? Miss Eunice says, absolutely, I had to learn that lesson. I had to learn boundaries and limits. I don't allow people to take advantage of me anymore. Yes, don't. Don't let people use you. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't tell people too much. You know, you got to learn to do some more of this. We got to be quiet sometimes. First, sometimes we have to really understand, is this something that I really want to do? Is this a person that I can trust, or is it me going ahead? Are you going ahead? Are you stepping ahead? Or have you really counted the cost and say, can I afford to do this? Do I want to do this? Is this in line with my goals and my plans? Would this person be willing to give to me like I'm giving to them? If the answer is no, take a step back and do not regret. Do not regret. You know, do not regret when you mature. And sometimes people think, oh, you're mean now, or you think you're better. No, I refuse to let you take advantage of me. I refuse to let you play mind games. No, we don't do that. In this 2025, the year of our empowerment, the year of our self-love, don't let people play mind games with you. People love to play mind games as a way to control you like a little puppet, because maybe before you used to always say yes. Maybe before you used to always do things for them, but now you don't, because you know better, because you are better. People will say, oh, you think you're better? Yeah, I do. And it's not egotistical. It's just you are better because you've learned better and you know yourself and you know when to say no and you know when to say yes. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I'm so happy for everybody that is putting their foot down. Hold your ground, okay? Keep your word to yourself and take care of yourself. Being a friend to yourself is always in season. Don't wait until you have a mental health disruption, like when your mind goes because you've been doing too much. Please take that lesson from me. Don't wait until you have a breakdown mentally, or have a breakdown financially, or have a breakdown spiritually, or have a breakdown in some other aspect of your life for your overall wellness. Learn the lesson. Say no and mean it. Cut some people off. There's some people, they don't deserve a space in your life. Let them go. Leave them alone and move on with your life, okay? Nope, you just grew up and saw, yes, their crap and their usury ways. Yes. There's so many. It's so many. And I just wanted to come on and to say that to somebody who needs to hear it. You are enough. You are worthy. You are worth it, and you are worthy. Just because you may not have people in your life giving you what you need, that does not mean that they don't exist. I want to say that to somebody. Just because you have people in your life that don't appreciate, support, and love you, it doesn't mean that you're not lovable. It doesn't mean that you're not enough because they're not saying it or doing the things that you want and need. It's better to be apart from negative energy, negative people, drama. It's better to let them go. Leave them alone. You are better off without them. Okay? Thank you so much, Stephen. I appreciate you and everybody who came through today. I'm going to get out of here as well. Um, Hi, Carol. How are you doing? Appreciate you coming through, but I'm just about to end. I hope you're having an amazing Sunday. And I just wanted to end by saying this to everybody. Do your best, be your best, and believe in yourself, even when other people may abandon you or stab you in the back or not be nice to you. Still take care of yourself. Self-care is always in order, okay? Take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit, okay? Make sure you have people in your life that you can depend on, even if it's just one person, somebody that you can get feedback and you support them and they support you. You don't need to have a big group of people pouring into you. Just one or two, just a few, a small group, okay? People who will be kind to you. Yeah. Do those things. Do those things and appreciate those people. Make sure to tell the people in your life that really, truly love you, really, truly support you. Tell them that they matter. I want you to call somebody today, your grandma, your mama, whoever it is. Could be a friend that's turned into a sister or a brother, because those definitely exist. And tell them, I appreciate you being in my life. I want somebody today to please do that for me. If you have somebody in your life that really loves you and shows it by their actions, make sure you tell them and tell them today, I appreciate you. I love you very much. I want you to know that you matter to me. Those words of gratitude, those words of appreciation, it can mean so much to somebody who is going through something. They may not want to go through their day, but just knowing that I validate you. You're valid in my life. You are important. Okay? It's important to hear that. So if you have not told somebody that you care about, tell them today, I love you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for everything you teach me. Thank you for the laughter, the company, all of it. Okay? Great talk, Marlene. I appreciate you guys. I just told my husband this weekend, I tell them all the time, but I had a deep conversation with him and one of my sisters to tell them that I really appreciate them and my life and the support. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I love to see over here. I want more healing, healthy relationships. People always talk about what people don't do. And yes, there are so many people that bring pain in our life, but how about celebrating the people who pour into us, that support us, that are part of our growing pains? Maybe you were an immature person and now you're mature. Maybe you weren't a communicator and now you've learned to communicate. Maybe you weren't an affectionate person, but now you know how to give the hugs and the kisses. See, that's growing, it's learning, it's maturing, it's motivating yourself to be your best self, not only for you, but for other people that are in your life. You matter. I want somebody that maybe you didn't think that you matter. Maybe you doubt it sometimes, maybe because you're not hearing it from the people that you care about. But say it to yourself. I matter. I'm valid. I'm special. I'm loved in every way. Okay? I'm my own best friend. Okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to all of my awesome mods. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you guys liked this pop-up live. I may do this from time to time on a Sunday around this time. Hey, Karen. Now I don't want to go because Karen's in the house. How are you doing, Karen? I was just about to end it. You just caught me right. I was just about to hit the end button, but I'll stay for a few more minutes. How you doing, Karen? It's good to see you. Appreciate you. I was just talking about how important it is to make sure that we're getting love, getting love from others, also setting our boundaries. And that's important. I know you know about that, Karen, for the work that you do as well. You're valuable in your resources, and what you do and what you provide. And I want to say that to all the mothers, grandmothers, aunties, uncles, fathers, brothers, sisters. You're valid. You're valuable. Even when you feel like you want to, have you ever felt like you want to pluck all your hairs out because you're so stressed out and you have all these people that are stressing you out? But trust me, you're valuable. You're important. Keep being yourself. Keep taking care of what you need to take care of, but don't make it be at the cost and the sacrifice of your mental health. Make sure you're saying no when you need to. Make sure you're advocating for yourself, going to your doctor's visits, doing what you need to, getting your exercise, drinking your water, and minding your business. I'm not talking about other people, minding your business and being focused on what you need to do to be your best self, to be your happiest, okay? To be able to achieve, to power through those moments where you may doubt yourself for a moment, giving into fears, giving into worry, giving into all of the projections from other people, because people love to project their fears and insecurities onto us, don't they? Do you know some people like that at your job, in your family, in the community? We know people like that, right? But don't let other people's assumptions about you be what you think about yourself. See, we always want to talk about this up here. You have to reinforce your own mind. Don't let other people on the outside to implant seeds of doubt. Don't let people on the outside to tell you who you are. You must first know yourself. Know thyself. Love thyself. Heal thyself. Respect thyself. And because we respect ourselves, love ourselves, and believe in ourselves, know that it's okay to take breaks. It's okay to block people. It's okay to cut people off. It's okay for you to start again, to reset and restart your life. You know, we have seasons like that in our life where it's a season of the reset. Maybe you got to move away. Maybe you have to start a new job. Maybe you have to start a new relationship. Maybe you have to set some new standards. Maybe you need to be working on your health. Everybody has different things going on, but I know in the Motivators community, everything is for our benefit. It's not easy, you know? It's definitely not easy, but it's always in season. Love is always in season. Okay? And if we want to be here at our happiest and our healthiest, we have to make some good decisions, right? So some of the decisions that we have to make. Hi, Derek. How are you doing? Some of the decisions that we have to make is to, take care of this. I never understood before how important my mental health was until my mental health was at risk, When you have people that are very unstable around you, and they're doing things, and they're always angry, and they're always upset, and they're always firing and arguing. Everything that comes out of their mouth is a complaint. They're never happy about anything. They're always complaining. It's always everybody else doing things to them, and it's a personal attack. Do you know people like that? They always, they're against me. The whole world is against me, and nothing goes right. But your life cannot go right until you do right. What are you doing to make your life happy? And the only reason why I can spit that out is because I had to do some of that on myself, being transparent with me and saying, I'm not happy right now. And I'm not happy with what other people are doing. And I'm also not happy with what I'm allowing. Sometimes we are allowing people to do things that we know we don't like. We know we don't want to do it. We know that's not, the plan, but we're not doing anything about it. Are you speaking up for yourself? Are you advocating for yourself? See, we are the ones that have to show people how much we love ourselves. And if you love yourself, I love myself enough to cut myself off from toxicity. I love myself enough to speak up when I don't like something. I don't have to be rude. I don't have to be disrespectful. All I have to say is, I don't like what you said. Plain and simple, very effective. It's up to them if, oh, I didn't do anything. That's how another person interprets something. It's not your problem. But speak up for yourself. Let people know how you feel. And stop going around people who bring the negative energy and the drama. It took me a long time, about 2 years, to develop brand new friendships. People who didn't want anything but to love me. Do you have people like that in your life? You don't have to do nothing for them, but just show up. And I love and that is the reason why I can feel like I'm glowing from my inside now. Because when you have people that you can just go around and you don't have to bring nothing, you don't have to spend money on them, there's no negativity, and they're just so proud of you, and they compliment you, you know, you're looking good, but they don't make you feel attacked when you go around them looking at you. Oh, that's what you wear. Oh, you gained weight. It's always something that they have to say that's like an attack. I can't handle those individuals anymore. If somebody can't come in your life and it can't be joyful, it can't be with peace, no ulterior motives, they don't want nothing from you. All they want is your company. Derek, oh my goodness, thank you so much for that super sticker. 50 bucks. That is, I really and truly appreciate that. I'm going to have to put this on my community tab. Definitely am. Thank you so much. Derek says, thank you for always being consistent. I will no longer allow fear to paralyze me. I can listen to you all day. Oh, that's so nice. Coming soon, guys, I will be having my website. I'm working on it. I promise you. Of the million things that Marlene Motivates is doing, another thing is that I'm setting up my coaching website. And I want to make sure that it's conducive to being very easy for you guys. So you just go in, choose a time slot, and I want it to be affordable. I know what it's like, having very little resources. So I'm not trying to break a brother or a sister, but I do want to give back. And this is my life's work. You know, it's my life's work. I can speak from it now because I'm a stronger person, but I know what it's like. I know what it's like to feel unlovable. I know what it feels like to not be supported. I know what it feels like to be used and abused and to be taken advantage of. I know what it feels like to feel invisible around a lot of people. I know what all that feels like. And all of that has brought me to be the woman that I am today. And I know a lot of people complain about their past, but I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for all the things that hurt me, that could have broken me, that could have took me out. Things that in my past that maybe I wanted to take my life. I've been through all that, and I'm not afraid to say it because that's a part of who I was. And if you don't go through some situations, if you don't go through the heartbreak and the trauma and the difficulty and the sadness and the loneliness, you can't break apart so that you can come back together better, happier. Okay? You can't get to a space and be happy until you learn what it's like to be unhappy. And you can't get that until you get it. Until you learn that you deserve to be happier, until you have that terrible romantic relationship, until you have relatives that don't appreciate you, until you have a job that just treats you like garbage, until you say enough is enough, until you say, you know what, I'm going to get my education and I'm going to use my gifts and I'm going to believe in myself and I'm going to work on communication and I'm going to heal my past and I no longer want to be unhappy. See, you have to want to be there. And I can say to you all, I know what depression feels like. I know what being suicidal feels like. I know what it feels like when you've been abandoned. I know what it feels like to be backstabbed, to be used and abused, to told that you are nothing. I know I'm talking to somebody. Somebody may have told you you were nothing, and your reply is, I'm something. That was told to me years ago over and over again. I was stupid. I was foolish. When I started this YouTube channel, people said, who wants to hear you talk about motivation? I'll never forget that. And that broke me for a long time because that made me doubt myself. Who wants to talk? Who wants to hear me talk about motivation? And I said, no, who doesn't want to hear me talk about motivation? Who doesn't? Because everybody needs motivation. Sometimes I listen to my own past videos and I encourage myself. I encourage myself. So I encourage every single one of you. Don't doubt yourself. Doubt when other people have negative vibes. Pay attention to people's energy. If the energy is off, leave them alone. Don't doubt yourself. You know, I used to do that. Oh, I must have done something to them. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Don't do that. Do not doubt yourself. If you want to get healthy, and I could talk about that for a whole nother hour, my journey to health. I'm telling you, when you're around the wrong people and they're being very unhealthy, very toxic, it's a challenge to be around. They just suck the life out of you. If you've ever been around people like that, they drain and break your spirit. All you want to do when you're around them is just sleep. They make you so exhausted. Like some people just give you a headache. Have you ever been around people like that? And they just make your head throb. Oh my goodness. Never again. And that's why I'm grateful. Every single day I wake up now, I thank God. I thank God that He saw something in me. He saw something in me. And He sees something in you. Every single one of you, you have a reason for existing. You have a reason for being. Every day you wake up. I know that there's so many that it's not easy for you right now. You don't know how you're going to pay your next bill. You don't know how you're going to take care of your kids. You don't know how you're going to deal with your health problem. You don't know how you're going to deal with whatever your situation is. But I'm telling you that for every problem that there's a solution. It may not be what you want. It may not be what you like, but there's always an answer. There's always something to empower us. See, that's what I always want to talk about over here. Empower yourself. You know, until you believe that things can get better, it won't. And that's coming from me being in a very, very dark space until I started to think positive, read positive material, be around positive people. I could not be positive. And I want you to be positive. Learn from me, okay? And I know that it's not easy to be positive when a negative situation or when people around you are trying to break you down. But take courage. Do not give up. Believe in yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of you. You get one you, one body. Take care of your mind. Make sure you're taking mental breaks from everything. Sometimes you just got to have some time to be alone, your solo time, your time to meditate, your time for you to connect spiritually. You got to take all of those moments and take all of that time for you. And you do that because you love yourself. See, before I didn't used to do that. All I would do, I wake up, I didn't even take care of myself good. Okay? And I'm off. You got to do this. I got to do this for this person, do this. And I'm running out the door and I didn't even eat. Hey, Blended Healing, how are you doing? Welcome in. And I didn't even eat. How many of you guys are guilty of that? See, I had to learn how to treat myself. Before you go and pour into spouse, friend, family member, relative, a job, first you got to fill up your cup. You got to take care of yourself. Drinking your water, make sure you're having your breakfast, pack a lunch, then head out the door. You got to first take care of yourself. See, what I used to do is I jump up, run, take care of this person, that, and then get to work and I'm starving. No, no, no. First, take care of me. You gotta have order, okay? And it's something that I have learned, and I'm so grateful that I've learned that I no longer have the spirit of procrastination. Thank you. Thank you for those shackles to be released off of me, because I used to be a major problem. Number one problem for me was procrastination, and I'm going to talk about that procrastination spirit with my members. Also, I had a spirit of just the place being a mess. I don't know anybody who need help with organization. That used to be a major problem. Also, having a problem of not speaking up and saying what I want to. And my fourth problem was I did not do what I wanted to do. It was always about pleasing everybody in my life, but never pleasing me. It was like you're getting older. I don't know who resonates with this, but it's like you're getting older, but it seems like your dreams are all the way back there. They're no longer in front of you. That's not good, Motivators family. I'm not saying that you can always do what you want all the time, because we have to be responsible adults, but you got to have something. And some things that I want to talk to some of my channel members about some things. So those who are in my channel membership will be seeing some videos that I have already pre-recorded talking about some of these topics, like I'm talking about today. But I did want to tell you guys that, you have to train your own self. And that for me is I had to learn, what do I want? Not what my family expects, not what a job expects, not what society expects of me, but what do I expect of myself? What do I personally want? Who do I want to be in 5 years? See, that's the healing, that's the personal growth and development. And I feel so sad for so many people that they've never got to be in their life to ask themselves that question. What do I personally want out of my life? What makes me happy? Not what makes my family or this person or that person happy, but what fulfills me. And then how often do I do that thing? Some food for thought, something for you to meditate on your quiet time. And then write in your journal, what are some steps that I can do to fill up my cup, to take care of me, to love me better, not just love me good or love me, okay, haphazard. No, how can I love myself better to the best of my ability? That's what we're going to work on. And we'll focus on that on the next live stream. I think maybe next week, Sunday, I'm going to schedule a live stream and we'll talk some more about that, how we can. Okay, right. I started this live 8:47. So somewhere about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week, Sunday, we will do a continuation of this. So I wanted to say shout out to all of my awesome mods. Oh, before then, I see a comment from Miss Angela. After years of therapy, I no longer hear in my head those tape recordings of negative put downs from relatives. Yes, it takes time. Okay. And Wellness says we all need support and encouragement. That we do, Wellness. Thank you so much. And if you see any of my mods in blue, Wellness with Frugal Mama, Crushing Goals with Karen. Let's see, Blended Healing. I think we also had Realist One here as well. Make sure you go by. Look at some of their content. And if it's your vibe, you know what to do, Motivators family. Subscribe to their channel because I appreciate every single one of them. That's why they're a moderator on my channel. And also I thank my non-content creators like Sirius as a Virgo from Georgia, James Wilson, Miss Nexie, Eunice, Angela. They're always awesome. So make sure subscribe to them too. Maybe one day they'll be a content creator. I don't know. It's all up to them. Hi, Chill Will crew. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great Sunday. But I'm about to get out of here. I wish you all the positive vibes, all the blessings. I hope all of your dreams come true. But I hope if you only take one thing out of today's discussion, I hope I can leave you with this. Please, I'm begging you. I am begging you. Please take some time for yourself to meditate on your life. Am I happy? If I'm not happy, why am I unhappy? What is causing my pain? What is causing my sadness? What is causing the disruption in my life? And what can I do about it? See, it's about the action and not letting other people get to you. Don't let anybody stop your dreams. Don't let anybody affect your mental health. Take your life in the driver's seat. Take control of your life, even when it seems like it's out of control, and don't listen to other people. It's your life, and it's up to you to make it happy. It's up to you to make it peaceable. It's up to you to have joy. Also, we have Chill Will Crew. She is also an awesome content creator. Check out her channel as well. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and Miss Carol Do. She's also amazing, a supporter. She's not a content creator, but she's a great supporter of mine, and I appreciate her. And everybody who is in here, thank you so much to all of everybody who is subscribed. If you enjoyed the content and you're new here, feel free, subscribe to this channel. I am Marlene Motivates, and I am a life coach. I give out empowerment, positivity, mindset shifting, healing your inner child. We talk about those things, and all in hopes for us to be our best motivated self. I want you to be motivated. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be inspired to be your best self. I'm Marlene Motivates, and you know what we say over here. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I'll see you guys during the week for a podcast, but back on Sunday for another one of these at the same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great rest of your Sunday and have a great week ahead.